Flashback Friday. Once again, I'm back with another iteration. This one ain't gonna be about like CTF or anything like this. This one's gonna be about ZDW. Yeah, my favorite mod, or one of my favorite mods to play since back in the day. I've been playing it for a while. I played it since version like 205, 202. Back when you had to get the alpha version of skulltag just to play it. But anyways, yeah, this is how I got two maps in the ZDW map pack like completely changed, or one of the bases in part of the maps completely changed. So we got two maps that my camping resulted in it being changed. One was Grimwald, ZDW 21, and the other was System Reboot, ZDW 22. And it changed because I used to go hexing, camp ridiculously, and cause like hour-long matches, and people got annoyed with that. So, in the first one, Grimwald, there was that little base. I'll just show a picture because I'm too lazy. But basically, there's a fort. It's like a little temple, and the temple used to have a gate where projectiles couldn't go through. And the two platforms on the sides with the hanging corpses used to be large enough to hold like Coraxes, Cybers, whatever, etc. But it couldn't hold Spider Masterminds and stuff like that, of course. And the platforms under it were also much wider and could hold like turret units. So basically, I would throw a Corax on each side, ZX on the two platforms in the front that are actually still there in this newest map remake, and I put nothing but mages under the Coraxes and just spam homing projectiles all over the place. So I'm like, yo, this map is broken, this base is broken, you might want to change your Ventress. Ventress was like, eh. But Darkener was like, no it's not, I proved that I could beat you. So Darkener and I duel in the map, right? And the match literally lasted about 55 minutes, and I still won. Off using that base. Going hexing. I forgot what he went. I think he went Strife or something. But yeah, he got destroyed. None of his units could make it through without getting shredded. So, eventually Ventress was like, okay, let's fucking nerf the shit out of that temple base. And the temple base has been hit since. There's no gate. The platforms are much smaller. So yeah, that was my fault. The second one is System Reboot. System Reboot had the dumbest bases I've ever seen back in the day. So basically, the little square rooms that are all the way in the back of the map and they're in four corners, they had a door that you can open from the inside and from the outside. It was much wider. It was about 3 times wider than what it is right now. It had two platforms on both the left and right side on the wider part of the room. You could hold with Cyber Demon, Corax. I think you can even hold a Spider Mastermind on there. There was an indent in the wall facing the door where the door used to be for System Reboot, and it can hold whatever turret units, revenants, blah blah blah, blase you could put on there. And the switch was in a safe spot. It was like there was 3 steps, and you just had to hop up the steps. It was not the door. You couldn't get hit from outside the door at all while you were on the steps, and you could just hit the switch safely and close the door whenever they open it. It was really stupid. So basically, I would throw like 10 ZX in the indent, 2 Coraxes, and then mages on all the stairs so you couldn't get to the switch. And literally, as soon as anybody opened the door, they were flooded with projectiles in that one concentrated direction outside the door. The only time I lost was when, I don't know if it was Ivan or Savant, but he spent literally like 20 minutes and 2 mana pools to raid into my base, and he still barely made it. I still had 1 Corax left, a couple of ZX left, and a couple of mages left. There was corpses all over the place, and his army got savaged, but I got hit, and I lost by time. I didn't realize how much health he had. But yeah, that was the only time it was defeated. And still after that, he still complained about the base, and eventually it got nerfed twice. First, they just got rid of the door. Then they're just like, fuck it, we're just gonna make it a square. And that's what happened to those 2 maps. Those 2 maps got destroyed with their bases. I was back in the day though when I used to actually play ZDW a lot regularly. but I don't really play it anymore. I don't know. I probably lost interest in it finally. But yeah, this is a longer Flashback Friday than usual. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace!